one of the best things that I think that can happen to anybody is just understanding that you're not perfect. Like, it can be you, like it can be me. Do you get, like, understanding that these complaints you have around you, like, you're also part of the problem. Like, I am also part of the problem. And because I understand this, like, to help you to really be able to evaluate yourself internally and know where you get things wrong, so you can like be part of people who are solving the problem, instead of blindly being the problem and not even knowing that you are the problem. Why am I saying this thing? There are some times in my life that I would say something like, I'm just giving an example, but there are so many examples of it. I'm just going to give one example. There are some times in my life that I would just say something to someone. Let's say I'm playing, I'm joking with my friend. I'm like, oh my God, your stomach is so big. And we'll laugh about it. Let's say the person has a big stomach. We'll laugh about it. The person will be like, oh, leave me, I beg, go, this is my stomach. And the thing is, like, it's fun. You feel like it's your friend. You're joking about it, right? Like, nothing, no bad thing intended. But by the time I leave that space, I will sit down, I will think about them. I'll be like, I don't like what I said. What if this person is insecure about their stomach? Like, what if, like, why would you make a joke about somebody's body like that? Even though I didn't mean, like, there was nothing, no harm intended. But it's like the ability for me to sit down and think about it and feel like, okay, what if it's not, maybe it's not even affecting the person. Maybe the person has no issue with it. Maybe they are okay with with my joke. But for me, it's like there has to be a what if. There has to be a what if. What if this person didn't find that joke funny? What if they just didn't know how to, like, complain? What if they have something they are suffering, a sickness that they cannot talk about, that they are battling with, and that is the reason? What if they found that thing offensive, but they couldn't even speak up for themselves? So there are cases like this, things like that have happened. I come back, things that I've said in my fact. Most times if I go out, I have a discussion with people. When I come back, I have to think about everything I said and I ask myself, these things I say to people, are they okay? Do they sound that like I'm okay? Because if people said these things to me, how would I take it? How will I take it? Did you say nice things to people? Did you make anybody feel bad unknowingly? You have to be able to assess yourself like this. That's how you get better. Because if you never do that, you might actually think you're doing good, but you're not. You might actually think you're treating people fine, but you're not. You might think that you're not the problem, but you are the problem. This is the reason why I feel like it is every day of your life you have to do self-evaluation, because most times we are always very good at pointing fingers. We're always pointing fingers at people, different people. We're always very good at complaining about other people's life. What is, like, can't you just point to yourself and say, what about me? Like, let's start pointing towards us. We have to leave people alone and then face ourselves, face our demons by ourselves, because you have to start by yourself. People spend days every day, all they do is look for people to condemn, complaints to make. It's like, what about you? Have you evaluated yourself? What kind of work are you doing internally for you to improve your life, for you to improve yourself, improve how you treat people? Because sometimes we think we are really, really good because we have not the tests. By the time you come to the real life, that you have, life tests you, or life gives you a test, you will fail. You will fail. That is why you hear people who say, oh, this leader is a bad, but this governor is bad, this president is a bad president, this person is not doing well. They have lots of complaint, but give them a chance. Give them a chance and they will do worse. Because when they were not in that position, they were just pointing fingers. They were pointing fingers, and they never really thought about, what if I actually find myself in that shoe? What would I do as a person? Like, they didn't think about that. Like, all they care about is to complain about other people. But once they get into that position, they're gonna do worse things, because they, of course, they think it's so easy. They think it's so easy to do. So when we're making this video, we have to start evaluating our lives. We have to start thinking of how we make other people feel. Let us reduce the way we complain about people and start complaining about ourselves. Let's start working on ourselves. Let's start leading by example. If everybody should just be teaching people by the way they live their life by example, it will have far more it will produce better results. It will produce results. Instead of you teaching by telling people what to do, do that thing and let people learn that thing from you.